danger on the rails.
There's been a lot of activity going on that make me not want to ride it anymore.
More people dead and injured in the latest shooting at a DART station. Riders are now concerned for their safety. What changes will happen with the recent DART violence?
Information breach. Hackers are impersonating some of the most used websites to gain access to your personal info. So how do you know if you're on a fake website? Learn about the latest cyberspace scheme. Heading to the execution chamber. Over a decade ago, this man arranged an elaborate prison break.
We would encourage everyone to use extreme caution and not to approach the suspects because they are considered armed and extremely dangerous.
And led 6 escapees on a month-long crime spree. Now he is set to die. For the family of a slain Irving officer, it's a day they've been waiting for.
Time, love, time, love, time, love. It's only a change of time.
Times are changing.
If all goes as planned, tomorrow NASA will count down to its final shuttle launch ever.
Ahead on the 33 News at 9, we explore what the shuttle program really meant to our country.
And where we go from here. Every day, women are victims of abuse. When it happens, they need a place to turn.
Turning Point Rape Crisis Center.
Federal money helps agencies like Turning Point teach police officers how to best help victims of domestic violence. But now many people are concerned that money could dry up. First 1, then 2, now 3 confirmed cases of tuberculosis in Ennis. The outbreak spread to Denton when a high school student turned up with a suspected case. And yet another possible case has led to a campus TB alert at UNT.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
An emotional tie to our troops.
Wash away.
It's been unmatched in anything that we've ever done in our airport's history as far as the level of community involvement.
For nearly a decade, North Texans by the thousands thanked wave upon wave of our heroes from faraway lands.
It's bad that we can't have more opportunities to come out and show these guys what we think about them.
Now it's time for one last Texas welcome for our men and women in uniform.
A 10-year-old girl missing from a home in Carrollton.
I just saw her like for a split second.
It's a case that has shaken a quiet community.
We all stick together, very family-oriented.
Now investigators are beginning to get answers about what happened to Jasmine.
A major drug problem on the TCU campus.
If one kid is involved with this, it's one kid too many.
Fort Worth police arrest 17 current students, including football players, for selling marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, and prescription drugs.
There is no doubt all of those arrested today are drug dealers.
Deals done in broad daylight.
These are hand-to-hand transactions.
Now that the students are expelled, the arrest will have a lasting effect on TCU's reputation. When the sun comes up, the heat is on in North Texas. Then for a 79-year-old woman, there was no relief in her home.
The system was gone with nothing there.
Someone stole her air conditioner, and 2 days later, she was dead.
They need to be put away. That's what needs to happen.
But will anyone be punished for this heat death? You probably don't worry about letting friends know where you are on Facebook or Foursquare.
Kind of a way to stay connected.
But does that give police the right to track you without permission?
Our privacy as American citizens is under attack.
Ahead on CW33, why privacy experts say giving up your privacy now could lead to chilling intrusions by the government in years to come.
Not guilty.
Having found you not guilty.
Those 2 words send Twitter into an uproar. Still ahead, how the Casey Anthony verdict turned into social media chaos.
Something just blew up. This is just craziness.
People who saw it could barely believe their eyes.
There were 2 more explosions.
That was like a bunch of clouds.
A plant burst into flames. sending toxic smoke into the air.
We don't want to put a mask on, so we're going further back.
That smoke forced people to leave their homes on short notice.
I've got all my medicine there. I can't get to my medicine. I can't get to anything, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is insane.
Water off that snorkel truck ain't doing nothing.
Hours later, crews are still on the scene of that chemical plant fire.
People have been sitting on the road for hours.
The death toll will go into the thousands.
Thousands and thousands of families have been going for days now without food, without water.
It's been 6 years since Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast, but it's still top of mind for people in New Orleans.
I remind our people, you hope for the best, you prepare for the worst.
And now a storm is brewing in the Gulf. It's your right to know.
The question really is, what are they hiding?
Versus their right to work in comfort.
It's aggravating to have somebody sticking a camera in your face.
Find out why leaders in one city are considering a ban on cameras in some public places.
Psycho killer,
He's one of America's most infamous serial killers. Now UNT is hoping to use new technology to crack the John Wayne Gacy case.
Howdy, folks. This is Paris, and it's an exciting weekend to be in North Texas. That's sharp. The Rangers bring the World Series to town on the same day the Cowboys play a few blocks away. And it's the final weekend of the Great State Fair of Texas. And it's not too late to come out to Fair Park. We'll give you a unique view of the State Fair after dark. And welcome to State Fair Friday!
ain't gonna be the same old, same
The flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
The images are burned in our memories. Even if you weren't alive yet, you've seen the pictures and heard the stories of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Now, 48 years later, a long-awaited award for the man who led police to Lee Harvey Oswald.
We don't have much time. It's time we move.
I think it would be a calamitous outcome.
They are claiming the waters are all clear ahead while steering the ship towards an iceberg.
Wait, what does the nation's debt have to do with an iceberg?
If you're confused about the debt crisis, don't worry. We're breaking it down and answering the simple question: what does it really mean?
And down it came. Buckets of it. North Texas swamped from hours of rain. The water flooded creeks and streets, but it appears to be a case of too much of a good thing.
Ever since federal agents raided John Wiley Price's home and office, rumors have swirled about what the investigation's all about.
All of it is an attack on his blackness, and it's an attack on our blackness.
The pursuit of justice has to have the appearance of being just.
Could the case be racially motivated? Pro-life or pro-choice? It's a decision thousands of women have had to make.
Abortion is not ordered!
And once simplified when abortion was legalized nearly 4 decades ago. But tonight the woman behind the change has a change of heart and is taking her new stand to the big screen.